Y'all knew it was almost time again. Y'all knew it was almost time again. Y'all knew this was going to happen again. Y'all knew. Y'all knew that it wasn't over. Y'all knew this was going to happen again. We are back again. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is surviving the pandemic, or whatever we want to call this situation that we got going on right now. But we are back again. We are back live. I'm pretty sure these lives are going to be consistent again. I took a month and a half off from doing these lives, but I'm coming back. I got too much to say. I can't not do these. You shouldn't do anything unless you can't not do it. So I can't not do these lives. I got too many things to share, too many ways I need to get it out to the world. So we doing these lives again. What time they're going to be, I don't know. I can't tell you yet. But we doing this one right now. This is the one that we got going on. So as y'all coming in, go ahead and tell me your name and location in the comment section. We're going to get started in like 30 seconds. And give people a minute to introduce themselves. We're going to get right to it. Just Dimes checking in from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Shout out to Flatbush. Shout out to Washington Heights. Shout out to Bed-Stuy. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in New York. I love New York. I love New York in the summertime. Wintertime is not for me, but summertime I fuck with New York. No reasons to succeed. Said the break was too long. Y'all took a month and a half. We didn't do no lives. I was still working. I mean, we still been working. All right, don't get it confused. All right, it wasn't a vacation. we was just working on some other things. So we got, y'all gonna hear about those other things in a minute. So we got the game group is still popping. Membership is climbing. We got these publications that I got here in front of me. I think in the last 6 weeks, we added 3 new books. I think I finished 3 new books since then, but we're going to talk about that. Jack from California, Wavy from Cali, Remy from San Jose. So we got a lot of California in the house. Shout out to California. Just yesterday, I was on a podcast with Dan Nitro Clark. For those of y'all who are old enough, so I know all y'all ain't old enough, but those of y'all who remember American Gladiators, you remember that show, American Gladiators, with the dudes with the one-piece leotards? They be doing all those obstacle course stuff. G. Haith. Well, this guy Nitro, he used to be on American Gladiators. He got his own podcast. And he's older now. He don't do it no more. But he has his own podcast called The Gladiator Way. I was on his podcast yesterday, or I recorded it yesterday. He is in Cali. That's the reason I brought him up. But anyway, let's get into this material. First of all, what we're talking about here today, the topic is stop waiting. How people are, what I'm going to tell y'all today is how you can start moving yourself to action instead of waiting for things to happen, start making things happen. This is the 4th principle to work on your game philosophy, which is covered in this book right here. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. But first of all, now that I told you the topic, allow me to reintroduce myself so y'all know who you are listening to, who you talking to before we get in this material. And I just changed my tank top. The tank top, sometimes if you wear it and it's hot outside, then you come inside and it's cold, then the air compresses and expands and then it's too loose. So I got another one on. So I got like 20. I keep like 20 in the stash for the summertime. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, former 9-year professional basketball player. I'm the author of now 27 books. I'm the creator of over 15,000 pieces of content. There is no human being in the history of the internet who has created more original content than I have. That is an absolute fact. I have done 4 TED Talks. I do coaching, consulting, speaking, training, all around this whole philosophy called work on your game. And I disseminate that through different ways. I do these live streams. I got a daily audio masterclass that some of y'all call a podcast, but mine is a masterclass. That is also called Work on Your Game. I write these books. I got a bunch of these. I've written 27 books. What else have I done? A bunch of other things, and I don't even need a list right now. We'll probably get to them when we get through this. But what I'm going to talk about here today, again, is this work on your game philosophy. Let me explain that as well. It's all about taking the mentality necessary to succeed in the sports world and teaching you how that applies to the business world and to everyday life. So everything that I talk about, anytime I do a live, I'm telling you something that is from within the work on your game philosophy. All right, so I'm not going to say that every time, but that's what it is. So now we got that covered and we got that out the way. I'm going to go into this topic. I'm going to explain the topic. I'm going to give y'all some points, some takeaways, some calls to action, meaning some things that you can actually do with this information, and then I'm going to take questions. All right, anybody got any questions about that process? Good. Let me close this door. So we got it's a little bit humid out here in Miami. So now that we got that door closed, I'm going to actually turn the AC up too. Luckily, these days we got this technology. You can turn the AC up through your phone. So I'm about to make it a little bit cooler here in this house. And now let's get into the material. Topic again is stop waiting. There's a lot of people out there, metaphorically, this is something that I was talking to Dan Nitro about yesterday. Any of y'all ever go to an event where you don't know anybody? You go to the event knowing that you don't know anybody, right? And then you get there and you see the people there and you don't know nobody. Maybe a whole bunch of other people there don't know anybody. And you basically got two options. Actually, you got three options. One option is you can walk around, introduce yourself to some people, shake some hands, tell them who you are, they tell you who they are. You make some new friends, new contacts, or you exchange info with people. They tell you they're going to hit you up. 90% of them don't ever hit you up, but they all say they're going to do it. You tell people you're going to do it. You don't always do it. But one way is to go talk to people. Another way is that people could come up to you and introduce themselves to you. And then you start talking to them because of that, because you're kind of standing around and chilling. And here's the third way. Here's what most people do at events like this. ARB 14 was good. What most people do at events like this, when they go somewhere where nobody knows them, you know what they do? They stand on the wall, holding up the wall, don't say anything to anybody, don't introduce themselves to anybody, don't take any initiative to get anyone to even know their names. And then the event ends. It could be one day, it could be an hour, it could be a week. The event ends. They didn't meet anybody. They didn't talk to anybody. They didn't exchange information with anybody. Then they go home and somebody asks them, hey, how was that event that you went to? And they're like, well, it ain't do nothing for me. I didn't meet anybody. I ain't make no connections. I didn't do any networking. The networking there wasn't that great. And the problem was not the fact that the networking was bad or that the people were jerks or any of that. The problem was that person didn't say anything to anybody. They went to the event and stood on the wall, said nothing to nobody because they were waiting for other people to walk up to them. They were waiting for somebody to come to them with the opportunity. I knew this woman once who was like a personal trainer, and she was telling me that she wanted to get more clients for her personal training business. And I said, all right, well, you live in Miami. There's a whole bunch of people who want to get fit in Miami. Everybody's trying to look good in Miami because the weather's nice, so you can wear less clothing. So everybody wants to look good. There's plenty of opportunity to get clients as a personal trainer in Miami. So, how do you want to get them? I started giving her ideas. I said, you could put some ads on the internet. You could put little bulletins up on people's bulletin boards in every building. You could go walk into a gym and start hollering at people. You could ask people to give you information you can get on social media. And this is what she said to me. She said, well, all of those things are cool ideas, Dre, but I like when my clients come to me. I like when people come to me. I don't like to have to go to my clients or go to people, go to prospects and sell them to become my clients. I like when they come to me. And I said, well, shit, so do I. I like when my clients come to me. I would love that when I put this book out, that everybody just went and bought it and I just sold 1 million copies in the first day and didn't have to say nothing. I didn't have to market it. I didn't have to promote it. I didn't have to run any ads for it. I didn't have to do nothing. If I could just put the book out and everything sold, as many products as I've created, I would have more money than damn Jeff Bezos if I just put something out and everybody just came to me. The problem is in life, most of the opportunities are not going to just come to you. All right, you're going to have to go to them. You're going to have to go make something happen in life. And a lot of people seem to believe falsely, maybe unconsciously, that if they just wait for something to come to them, that it will eventually happen. Because maybe all of you have heard the saying, good things come to those who wait. Well, sometimes good things come to those who wait. But let me tell you how great things get into the hands of people is by going and making it happen. All right, good things come to those who wait, but there's levels to this shit, right? You got horrible things, you got okay things, you got average things, you got good things, then you got great things, excellent things, outstanding things, amazing things, life-changing things. There's a whole lot of levels above good things. So if all you want in life is good things, then you can just sit there and wait, and I can't help you. All right, so nothing I'm about to say is going to provide any value to you. But if you're looking for things that are better than good, then you got to go make them happen. I'm going to tell you exactly how that works. Point number one, I'll give you 3 points here. Number one, the world is too crowded right now and only getting more crowded. Therefore, if you are sitting around waiting for opportunity to come your way, it is not going to happen. And I'm pausing there to let that one sink in. If you're waiting for opportunity to come to you, it ain't happening. There are too many people trying to get opportunity for you to sit around and just wait for it to come your way. When I wanted to play basketball overseas, I went to a D3 school. I had no game footage. I didn't have any kind of resume to get on. No teams were calling me. Nobody made me an offer. I didn't have an agent. I had no prospects whatsoever. The only reason that I was able to make it happen and play professional basketball, and I wrote a book about it, I'll tell you about this in a minute. The only reason I was able to do it is because I went and made things happen. I didn't sit around and wait for somebody to call me. Even though I thought I was good enough, I knew I had game. I believed in myself. I practiced all the time. I went to the playground and worked on my game. I went to the outdoor courts and worked on my game. All of those things I did to develop my skill. But if I hadn't done anything to make sure that the people who mattered knew about my skill, then it wouldn't matter that I had the skill. You understand? So what I want all of you to understand that just because you have skill, just because you got game and talent and whatever it is you think that makes you good, just because you work on your game, those of you who follow my philosophy, you work on your game, it's great to have game. I want y'all to understand that having game is not the end of your work. It is the beginning of your work. Having game is the first thing you do. After you develop game, then you got to go create an opportunity. Then when you create an opportunity, you perform, you get results, and the results are the thing that you want. What you want, you get the money, the power, the fame, the attention, the girls, the guys, the likes, the followers, the engagement, the subscribers, whatever it is you want in life. That's what you get when you perform. But understand, working on your game is the first step. And if you like the results you got, then you just repeat the cycle. Work on your game some more, get better, go perform again. Get some more money, get some more followers, go get some more girls, whatever it is that you like. But understand, working on your game is not the end of your work. It is the beginning of your work. And a lot of people seem to not understand that. You cannot wait around. The world is too crowded. Sometimes in life, you got to jump in the line. I remember one time me and my homies, this was maybe a year or two after I graduated college, we went back up to State College, PA, which is where I went to school. Well, I went to school at Penn State, Altoona, but we went to State College, which was the main campus of Penn State, and we were going to this club bar place that was always popping on a certain night, and it was that night that it was popping. And those of y'all who went to college know it's certain nights that certain places is popping off. So we went there that night. I don't remember what night it was, and there was a long ass line to get in. And this is State College, PA. It's cold as shit. It's like February, so it's cold. We ain't got no coats on. It's like 20 degrees outside. It's like 50 people in line. And we just walked up to the front of the line. All right, we didn't know anybody. We didn't know the bouncers. We didn't know nothing. We just walked up to the front of the line and just went in. And they didn't stop us. We just walked in as if we were supposed to walk into the front of the line. People was looking at us like, who the hell is these dudes just walking up? And we just walked in, jumped to the front of the line, got in the club, had a good time that night. And I'm telling you that to tell you this. Not that you need to jump in front of the line every time you go to a bar or a club. I don't even go to those kind of places anymore. But metaphorically speaking, sometimes in life, you got to jump to the front of the line. You can't always stand in line and wait your turn for an opportunity to find you, because the opportunity will never find you. By the time it gets to you, all the opportunity will be gone. It's kind of like if you go to you in a house with 8 people and somebody buys a bucket of chicken with 12 pieces in it, but everybody's getting 2 pieces. If you wait for everybody else to get theirs, by the time you reach in the bucket, it ain't gonna be no chicken left, because if 8 people, each one of them took 2 pieces. All right, if everybody took 2 pieces, by the time it gets to you, that's 14 pieces. You and somebody else ain't eating. All right, you cannot wait for the opportunity to find you. You got to go get it. Point number 2. What we're talking about here is being bold, or we're talking about here is stop waiting. Point number 2 is be bold, and you got to be aggressive in life. And the second principle to work on your game philosophy is the confidence to put yourself out there boldly and authentically. That's something that I talk about in this book, in my chapter called Super You. It's chapter number 3 in this book, Work on Your Game. Being bold and being aggressive, sometimes when people hear those phrases, they have these negative connotations towards it, right? And I've done master classes talking about aggression. Let me give you the definition of the word aggressive. Because many people think when they hear aggressive, that means like be a jerk, you're trying to fight people, you're starting problems, you are violating other people's rights, you think you're tougher than everybody, you're a tough guy, and things like that. That's not what being aggressive means. The definition of aggressive is pursuing one's aims and interests forcefully, sometimes unduly so. Now, unduly is a relative term. So you could be being aggressive and somebody thinks you're doing too much. That's their opinion. You might not think you're doing too much. You might think you're not doing enough. And there are many times in life where you're going to be going really hard, being really aggressive to go after what you want. And somebody else may be put off by that. They might think you're trying too hard, or you're being too pushy, or you're not waiting your turn, or you're not showing proper manners or respect, or whatever that is. Listen, you can't base your life on what other people think. You can't base your life on other people's opinions, because other people's opinions are usually based on what is already accepted and what is already known. So if you are not accepted and you are not known and you have not established yourself yet, how many people are going to be telling you, hey, yeah, you should put yourself out there, be bold and aggressive, and make sure everybody knows your name? If they don't know you, why would they give you that advice? If they never heard of you, why would they give you that advice? If they're not invested in your success, why would they tell you to be aggressive? They wouldn't. They would tell you to fall back and calm down and sit down, have a seat. You're doing too much. But in life, sometimes you got to jump to the front of the line by being bold and being aggressive. Again, that definition, pursuing your aims and interests forcefully. That's what it means to be aggressive. Does anybody here have a problem with that? Anybody listening to this have a problem with aggression based on that definition I just gave you? I don't think anybody has a problem with that. Therefore, in life, you got to condition yourself to be more aggressive. Go after what you want in such a way that if people are not paying attention, you got to make them pay attention. Nobody's knocking on your door, you got to knock on some doors. Nobody's calling your phone, you got to dial some phones. All right. Nobody's lighting up your email inbox, you got to send emails to them. All right. Don't wait for them to email you, you email them. Nobody's walking up to you, shaking your hand. You walk up to somebody else and shake their hand. If they choose not to shake your hand, well, so what? But at least you gave it a shot. You got to be willing to be aggressive in life. Make a bold claim about what you can do. And then when people are paying attention to you, okay, you said you can do that. All right, let's see it. Now you got to prove it. But at least you got to get your opportunity first. If you don't get the opportunity with people paying attention to you, you'll never be able to prove yourself. Point number 3, we're talking here about why you need to stop waiting in life. Remember that every single day is a new opportunity. However, because people always say that, right? Every day is a new opportunity. Every chance is a new opportunity. Every phone call, every inbox, every game is a new opportunity. Yes, every day is a new opportunity, but only if you use that opportunity proactively. Only if you seize the initiative. Only if you get aggressive. Only if you get bold and go after what you actually want. Every day is an opportunity if you're just sitting around doing nothing. Every day is not an opportunity. If today, right now, everybody who's listening to me right now, I don't care what day you're watching this, because I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to save this to the IG and the Facebook and YouTube. So whenever you're looking at this and listen to me talk, this day today that you're listening is a new opportunity if you are doing something to make it an opportunity. All right, opportunity is not something that just exists. An opportunity is something that is created. Opportunities are seized. Opportunities are taken. So if you're doing the exact same thing now that you did yesterday that wasn't helping you get to where you want to go, if everything you did yesterday didn't help you move forward and you're doing the exact same stuff today, it's not an opportunity. All right, it's just wasted. It just goes away as if it never even happened. I posted about that on Instagram and Facebook about a week ago, that post where you see me jumping in the pool. Read the caption to that post where I talked about that. Our brain deletes things if we do the same thing over and over again. You got to bring something new to the table. What are you bringing new in terms of your actions, in terms of your activities, in terms of your thoughts? Every day is only an opportunity when you are proactive about it. A lot of people talk about opportunity. Everybody talks about opportunity, but they're waiting for opportunity. They're standing on the wall, hoping somebody's going to walk up to them. You're staring at your phone, hoping that it rings. Or staring at your text, hoping somebody sends you something. Staring at your inbox, waiting for somebody to email you. That's not an opportunity. Our opportunities are ones that you go out and create. And the better you get at creating opportunities and making things happen, then they start coming in your way because your name's going to get out there. Your work's going to get out there. People are going to be like, damn, him over there, he's always making things happen. We want to highlight him. We want to work with him. We saw what he did for them. What can he do for us? Now we're going to reach out to you. But you got to be the one who's out there initiating. Do not wait for people to come up to you. You go up to them. And I mean that metaphorically, and I also mean it literally. This is the 4th pillar of the Work on Your Game philosophy. Again, covered in this book, personal initiative. We called it in this book, I believe it's chapter 7. It is called Go Getter, going and making things happen. Everybody's heard of being a go-getter, right? What does that mean? It's a person who goes out there and makes stuff happen. Go-getter starts on page 125, chapter 7 in the book, Work on Your Game. If you don't have this book, I'm going to tell you how to get it in a moment. Those are the 3 things that I want you to take from this point. I'm going to recap these points and I'm going to take questions. If anybody got a question, you can go ahead and get it ready and post it right now. Make sure you keep it short. 3 points here. We're talking about stop waiting. Number 1, the world is too crowded for you to sit around and wait for an opportunity to find you. They will not find you. There'll be no chicken left in the bucket if you wait for everybody else to reach in and take what they want. Number 2, you must be bold and aggressive. Do not sit around and wait for someone to give you something. You got to go take it. The definition of aggressive is to pursue one's aims forcefully. All right, that's what it means to be aggressive. Pursuing one's aims and interests forcefully. There's nothing wrong. Anybody got a problem with that? Nobody has a problem with that. That's the definition of aggressive. So whatever you thought it meant to be aggressive, I just redefined it for you. And point number 3, every day is a new opportunity, but only if the opportunity is used proactively. You cannot stand around, do nothing, and then say, well, today is a new opportunity. It's the only opportunity when you do something with it. All that being said, I'm going to tell you how you get 2 of these publications in front of me for free right now. This right here is called The Mirror of Motivation. If you love what I just said, this is the self-guide to self-discipline. This is the first book you should start with if you want to learn more about the mental game from me. That is what I focus on, the mental game necessary to succeed in the sports world and in the business world. And I teach you how to apply it in any world that you're not in. So if you're an athlete, I'm going to tell you how to take that mental game that from sports and apply it in business and in life. If you're a business person, I'll teach you how to use it in sports, or how it works in sports, how you can use it in the rest of your life, and how you can enhance it in your sport or in your life This book is completely free. I've already paid for the book. All you do is cover a small shipping charge. You get this at mirrorofmotivation.com. Mirrorofmotivation.com. If you are ready to change who you are being as a person, which will change what you are doing, which will change the results that you are getting. If you're interested in that, you're interested in getting different results. Well, first you got to change what you do. To change what you do, you got to change who you are. And that changes the way you look at yourself in the mirror. So it's called Mirror of Motivation. Get this book, mirrorofmotivation.com. This book right here is called The Overseas Basketball Blueprint. This is only for one type of person. Person who wants to play professional basketball overseas. If that's not you, this book is not for you. But if it is you, you know this book is for you. 237 pages, everything you need to get started in a pro basketball career. We now have an Overseas Blueprint bundle, which is 4 books about overseas ball. This one will get you started. We got Overseas Basketball Secrets, which is about the business side of the game. We got The Truth About Exposure Camps, which is about going to an exposure event and getting seen. Then we got Basketball Agents Decoded. That is about getting an agent to have somebody working on your behalf on your personal interests and making sure you get your money in overseas ball. So it's a 4-book bundle that you can get. But if you want to get just one book, you can get this. If you want all 4, we'll make you an offer for that. That's all at balloverseas.com to get the Overseas Basketball Blueprint, balloverseas.com. Everybody got that? All that being said, and I'll tell you more about this as I answer these questions because I'm sure it'll be somewhere in here. I think somebody posted, am I going to do these lives consistently again? Yes, I'm going to do these lives consistently. Must Idris was good. We'll go for comment there. If you got a comment over there or a question on Facebook, go ahead and post it. If anybody on Facebook got a question, and I do check the comments on Facebook, so I'll check it. I'll check back later if you don't post nothing right now. Toronto, Canada is in the house. Let's see. Somebody said that book is not free. What book is not free? Whatever book I tell you is free, it's free. And if I tell you it ain't free, it ain't free. Yes, personal initiative. Sports said, I remember you said you see a girl you like, you need to immediately approach her. Yes. But shouldn't you see if her man is around? Well, if she got a man, then she's not available. If you see a girl who's available, she's not available. If she got a man, then she's not available. That doesn't count. And that's in my Get the Girl course. And we're going to be making that course available again, along with all our other courses. I think we got 12 courses that we have not even made available for sale in a while. We're going to make all of them available again within the next 6 weeks. Everything's going to be available, starting with Bulletproof Mindset, 30 Days of Discipline, ASAP Confidence, Get the Girl, People Skills, the Content Machine course, all the courses that we have made exclusive to the gang group membership. We're going to offer those people to buy a la carte. All of that's coming in the next 6 weeks. Trust me, we've been working here. Now, we ain't been doing the lives, but we have been working. Trust me, ain't been no vacation. ARB said I made a music video and got paid with no portfolio because you were aggressive. Exactly. That's how it works. Somebody said, is 2-hand form shooting good? Depends. If the ball's going in the basket. If it ain't going in, it's bad. If it's going in, it's good. ARB says you got to release those courses back because I can afford them now because I ain't broke and I want to invest in myself more. All right, which course do you want? Tell me what course you're interested in, and I'll tell you what you want to get in that course, and definitely. All the courses are coming back soon, so you ain't got to worry about that. So while I wait, I'm going to give like 30 seconds to see if anybody else got a question. You go ahead and post it. I'll probably post this on my IG, at least on the IGTV tab, or just my regular feed. Either one, I'm going to post this. This will be on YouTube as well. It'll take like probably 3-4 weeks before this comes out on YouTube, but it will be on YouTube. This right here is my book, Work on Your Game. This book is not free. This book's $25 hardcover book. What I'm going to do is give you $1,400 in free digital bonuses immediately when you order this book. So while you wait for us to ship this in the mail, you are going to get all the digital bonuses. You can access those right now while you wait for us to ship you the book. Now, this book is also on Amazon and all the other sites that sell books. You get on one of those sites as well. I think Amazon right now has it on sale for like $15, something like that. So it's $10 cheaper on Amazon. Difference is, keeping it real, you can't get the bonuses if you order a book on Amazon. You want the bonuses, get it at workonyourgamebook.com. We give you the best offer. Now, we give you the most bang for your buck. But if you want to save $10, be penny wise and dollar foolish, go ahead. It's your choice, it's your money. But either way, as long as you get the book, you get the material. That is at the end of everything. That's a good thing. But if you want the bonuses and you want a hardcover book, you can put on you can stand up on his own. You go to workonyourgamebook.com. That's where you get this. So you want that 30 Days of Discipline, 25 hours? Yeah, they're coming. Those are both coming soon. 30 Days of Discipline is not in the gang group. 25 hours is in the gang group, but 30 Days of Discipline is not. So we're going to make all that available a la carte soon. So with these live streams, everybody, we are going to be doing these lives consistently again. I'll probably do them like more like in the daytime, like what we're doing right now. I don't know if it's going to be a set time. I'll probably announce it ahead of time. Maybe I will not. Yes, it can stand up on its own. Only hardcover books do that. Now, see, paperbacks don't do that. So, mo reasons. That's what you got to understand. Now, when you've written 27 books, you're starting to understand these things. So, that's how I know. Our hardcover books can stand up on their own. The rest of them can't. And you can put this on your coffee table. So somebody walks in the house, they see that, they go, oh, what's that? Because it's standing up. Now, if it's laying down, people might not notice it. But anyway, that's how it works. So we will be doing these lives consistently. Just stay tuned to wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this on Facebook, or if you subscribed on YouTube, or you saw me tweet this on Twitter, or you're on Instagram, just stay tuned, turn on your notifications, whatever. And what else I need to tell you? That's it. Work on your game. Everybody have a great Friday. We will be doing these lives consistently. If you're not on my email list, go to workonmygame.com. Make sure you get on my email list. Or if you get any one of these books, when you put your email address in, we'll have it so that you'll start getting my emails consistently with my articles and all of that. If you haven't been getting my articles, that means you're not on the list. So you need to catch up. Everybody, have a great day, great Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Work on your game. We out of here.